boy was already on the phone with y'all, so.
I don't even remember what, nigga. I be so in the moment. I usually don't listen to our show till Monday.
Yeah, me, I like if I'm in the live, I listen to it live, but like sometimes it just depends on how my work day is going, whether or not like I keep on listening and shit. So it be different strokes. This little shit kind of dope.
What's that? One it on, nigga.
This little fucking shit. I need a fucking
tripod.
Nah, nigga need a leveler and shit like the so. What's going on, Frizz?
I want it on, nigga.
You already know.
Yeah, nigga.
That nigga Brandon left.
Down.
Want it on, nigga.
That nigga for the gills is gassing all over that shit. Pusha T got him on Palm Olive though.
Oh yeah.
As much as I don't like to admit that, because I think Freddie Gibbs my favorite active, like, current rapper, I put Sugar Free in the legend category, so I wouldn't call Sugar Free like a current rapper. He got a project out, but he's a legend. So I look at him as a legend. But as far as current rappers, Freddie Gibbs my favorite by far.
What's that? That was the freestyle shit?
Yeah, freestyle shit.
Mm-hmm.
That, Palm Olive, Flat Tummy Tea. Even though in Flat Tummy Tea, it was too boom bap for me the first couple times I heard it. Like, it just reminded me of some East Coast shit, so I ain't really fuck with it.
And even listening to that album is why I grew a bigger respect for Madlib, because Madlib don't make trap type beats.
Yeah.
Like that, what's that shit?
Half man, half cocaine.
That first part, like, Madlib don't do that type of shit.
Yeah.
He understands Freddie Gibbs shit and did that shit, which is dope.
Mm-hmm. That's the difference between like a producer and a beat maker. Like, that nigga, he knows how to make a song sound good as opposed to just making a fucking beat.
Right.
Like, I doubt he sells beats. Like, I think he do like what's that dude? Ninth Wonder?
Ninth Wonder.
Yeah, I think he on some Ninth Wonder shit. Like, I'll produce your album, but I'm not gonna just do beats, sell them to you, and walk the fuck away. Like,
yeah, he big on.
I need to.
That's what they talked about. He big on vibes. Like, the only reason why he worked with Freddie Gibbs, because when they was chilling in wherever they was at, like, they hit it off. Like, and he was like, man, we ain't even the same type of nigga. We dress different, we talk different, but he was like, it's just something.
Yeah, real nigga shit. And that's how it is. Like, I tell my wife all the time, like, the closest of my friends are different types of niggas. Like, my close friends ain't like Jason.
Right.
Like, my closest homeboy who I grew up with from the hood, he's not like my closest homeboy who I play basketball with. Like,
right.
And he's not like my other homeboy who I used to chase bitches with. Like, nigga, I just fuck with real niggas. You don't gotta be a gangster to be a real nigga. You don't gotta be none of that type of shit. Nigga, just be who you are when I fuck with you. Like, I fuck with niggas who are authentic to who they are. I fuck with niggas who the same all the time.
Yeah, no switching up on the side.
Exactly, nigga. Keep that same fucking energy.
Speaking of that.
For real. Segue and shit.
Episode 19, keep that same energy.
Yes, sir.
Yung Dolemite, Too Much Game podcast.
Hopefully not. Then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Yung Dolemite, of the Too Much Game podcast. Sitting here with the super producer, Ben Ready.
Yes, sir.
How your week been going, Ben Ready?
Wonderful, man. Groovy, baby, groovy.
That's a beautiful thing. Shit, mine as well. spend most of the time of the motherfucking week just looking for furniture and shit like that. Outside of that, working, still enjoying my time when my kids is with my mom and shit. They out there, you know, chilling with all their cousins, so that's cool.
Excuse me. So y'all got some quality time, just y'all two right now. Huh?
Yes, sir. Doing adult things.
The adult people.
Man, hell yeah, exactly, nigga. We boom booming in the boom boom room and all that good shit.
The boom room has been Christian.
Exactly, nigga. We gonna knock the dust off the boom boom room, nigga.
Oh, shit.
It's officially the boom boom room.
The boom has boomed.
Hell yeah, but shit, the title of today's episode is Keep That Same Energy. You know, basically a message on consistency. Doing what the fuck you be doing and doing what the fuck you be saying you be doing at all times. If you have an image that you portray, always live according to that image. Be who you say you are. Do what you say you gonna do. Keep your promises. And be the person that you portray yourself to be, whether online, offline, in a motherfucker's face or behind a motherfucker's back. But just to hit the timeline forward for a short second, Houston got Westbrook.
Ain't gonna work.
I don't see that shit working at all neither.
Unless Westbrook is willing to be like, okay, I've been in the league this amount of time, me playing this way hasn't worked. It's time for me to step back and, you know, he needs to play shooting guard. Oh well. No.
But see, that's it's two people gonna have to have that same mind frame. Like they both gonna have to look at it as, I got my MVP, I've, you know, got all the, like basically I got my fat ass contract, you got your fat ass contract. Mm-hmm. Running these numbers up ain't gonna help neither one of us. Like, nigga, there can only be one leading scorer.
And on top of that, it's the coach too, Dan Tony.
Run it. He just say, here go the ball, run. Right. Run, and it's basically run and fun. And you got two run and fun niggas, but you also have the two highest usage rate players in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Number 1 and number 2 usage rate in the league playing on the same fucking team. The niggas who are used to having the ball in their hands for the majority of the fucking game playing on the same team. Like, there's only one fucking ball. And no backcourt led team has ever won shit in NBA history. The only time it's ever happened, which is something that kind of dispels my theory, is the Golden State Warriors. Mm-hmm. And it's not like they was a whole complete backcourt team and no front court. Because Houston got Clint Capella, and that's cool. But for the most part now, they're going to be backcourt heavy.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So it's like, I don't see it working. Like, you got two niggas who want to be basically point guard / shooting guard. What's his name? James Harden led the league by far in unassisted points. So just seeing the way that he bring the ball up, dribble, score, nobody else is touching the ball when he's doing this shit. Mm-hmm. And that's a consistent fucking trend in his game. So for him to play like that, it's hard to see him and Westbrook coexisting on the same court, seeing how him and CP3 was beefing. Like, I just can't see it working. As much as they say they like each other and all that shit, like, yeah, nigga, I like people, but that don't mean that we'll work together well, especially if we got the same skill set and we both feel like we bring the same thing to the table. So I don't really see that shit.
Houston, you have a problem.
Exactly. A big fucking problem. A $400 million problem. Because both them niggas got big contracts. Y'all niggas paying these niggas a lot of money. But, you know, prayers to New Orleans. I seen that flood out there. That shit is all bad. Like, you know.
And it ain't getting that much coverage, though. That's the crazy part.
Exactly, nigga. Like, I seen that shit on social media. That's a bad fucking look, man. Like, especially the fact that it's not getting no coverage. I think that's worse than the fact that it's a fucking flood. Like, Come on, my nigga. Don't act like you don't give a fuck and motherfuckers out there fucked up. That's no bueno.
Nigga ain't seen no pray for the New Orleans or nothing.
Exactly, my nigga. Like, damn. You know, and a little further down, it's like the top of the ticker, JD. You know, saying he don't like the stripper rap. And to me, I feel like he's keeping that same fucking energy. Like, what are y'all offering other than we suck dick and get money from niggas and fuck niggas for money? Like, what are y'all really offering?
No balance.
Exactly. So it's like for females to get mad at him for that, nigga, whenever you want to argue somebody, you have to come with a counterpoint. Like, for you to say something is incorrect, you have to present what is correct.
And you know what the counter did? Well, you niggas listen to, you know, these niggas talk about it, so what's the difference? No, that everybody wrong.
Exactly. You can't, like, it's like this, my nigga. If I say your car got a flat tire, it's not gonna make your flat unflat by telling me about my flat tire.
Right.
Nigga, show me a good tire. Replace the tire. And that's gonna solve the problem. You can't point at my problem and that's gonna solve your problem. So for y'all to sit here and say, oh, well, what about y'all rappers? See, like, nigga, we not talking about my rappers. We talking about y'all.
And a lot of niggas don't listen to ratchet rappers.
Exactly. Like, nigga, I'm not listening to that shit. So again, if all y'all got to offer is stripper rappers, show me the alternative. Show me the female rapper who's coming with bars. Show me the female rapper who's coming with content.
Well, what's her name? Cardi B. She brought up women that actually rap.
Like Rhapsody,
she brought up Rhapsody.
Tink.
What album does she have Rhapsody on? What she's not using her platform.
Yeah, she not putting them on Front Street.
Right. She's bringing up as a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're getting back in the corner. Now you want to bring these women up, but you ain't spoke on none of these women before.
Yeah, she basically pointing at the tires that got air in them, but not the ones that's gonna go on her car. Your tire's still flat. Like, you can't try to make these arguments of it's like this, but not over here though. Like, you can't say, oh, we have women who got bars. Okay, which ones? Well, they on the underground. That don't count. I'm talking about the rappers on the radio. When I hear the radio and I hear women with no bars, you can't tell me, oh, there's women with bars, but our argument is about what's on the radio. If they not on the radio, they don't fucking count.
They not the top. You look at female in hip hop right now, your top is Megan Thee Stallion,
Cardi B, and the City Girls.
Yeah. And you can almost throw Nicki Minaj, but she's been chilling since Cardi B came.
And she always rapping about how good her pussy is. So
there's no difference.
It's not much different. It's not exactly stripper rap, but it's sofstitution. It's soft home.
The only difference is she rap with multiple personalities.
Yeah, and that shit is fucking annoying.
Everybody, you can replace everybody's lyrics on everybody's beats and it'll sound the same.
Exactly.
No difference, no medium, no balance.
Exactly. So it's like, it's crazy that they would say some shit like, it's fucked up that JD was shit on female rappers, but he's not shitting on female rappers. Like, it would be like in the 90s to say, I don't listen to West Coast rap because I'm not into gangster shit. That's not a knock. In the 90s, West Coast rap was all gangster shit.
All gangster.
So it's not a knock to say that, oh, I don't listen to New Orleans because it's bounce music, or I don't listen to Chicago music because it's drill music. Because that's literally what it is. I don't listen to women because they rapping about stripper shit. If that's the truth, it's not a fucking knock. If you can't show me the contrary, it's not a fucking knock. And don't try to bring up Queen Latifah because she not rapping right now. Don't try to bring up Missy because she not rapping right now. Don't try to bring up rappers who not even fucking active. Because when they say, well, what about the male rappers? And we say, well, the top male rappers are Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole. That's balance. Them niggas ain't ratchet. They not rapping about selling drugs, objectifying women, none of that shit. These niggas is rapping about real life things that go on in real life. Whether it be the college experience, things that go on with their friends, things that go on in relationships that they have with women, things that go on with dealing with wealth, society, what's going on in the black community or in the fame community. Like, they rapping about a plethora of shit. But the female rappers, fuck them and I get some money, stripping, suck dick, sucking nigga socks off, and whatever the fuck else they rapping about. Like, we've heard from the females of Townhouse Media that Megan Thee Stallion has a degree and she has a song about things of, the intelligent nature, but at the same time, the majority of her content that is on the forefront is ratchet shit, ratchetivity, rapping about basically fucking niggas for money. So you can't really argue that females have intelligent content if that's not what they putting out on the forefront. Like, I can't argue that Shaq hit 1 3-pointer in his career for saying he can shoot 3-pointers. Like, that's not what his go-to is. His go-to is going to the paint. Their go-to is the whole shit. So you can't argue against the fact that, because it is a fact that their most popular shit is the whole shit. Mm-hmm. And the most popular consumer of the whole shit is the women who trying to defend it. Mm. Like, you say that it's not all whole shit. What's your favorite Meg Thee Stallion song? Like, that's my question to a female who will say that, oh, it's not all ratchet. Well, what song you bopping to right now? Is it something educational?
Oh, this is most definitely gonna be the ratchet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is your favorite song about her degree? Do you know what her degree is in? But you want to sit here and say he's shitting on her for saying that she rapping stripper shit.
And what's the point of having a degree and not using it?
Exactly. If you're like, and again, I keep that same energy. I'm about consistency. So when I talk about rappers, nigga, you rapping about still trapping. I still got bricks on the block. Why you rapping then? Why you? If you were so good of drug dealer, you wouldn't even have to rap. You'd be making all that money selling drugs. Keep on selling drugs. If selling drugs is all that fly, rappers is lying too. Niggas is lying too. So I keep the same energy, nigga. Just like I don't listen to the ratchet female rappers, I don't listen to the ratchet niggas neither. Cause they love to, oh, what about Blueface? Shit, what about motherfucker? I ain't got no Blueface in my ride. I ain't listen to that shit. I don't listen to fucking Future. Nigga, I listen to content. So, nigga, my argument for what he said is the same shit. Nigga, I don't listen to that bullshit.
And I think when that's said, that they feel like men will still listen to the bullshit male rappers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even it. Now, maybe it is a lot of niggas that listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But that don't count for everybody. The niggas that have a problem with ratchet music, I'm pretty sure has a problem with
ratchet music across the fucking board. It's consistent. Lil Boosie.
I can only name so many.
Yeah, because it's not my lane. Right. So, like, I don't know them all. Like, it's a bunch of the niggas that make their shit, but I don't really fuck with it, so I can't really speak on it. But I don't listen to none of the ratchet ass music, so I can't really judge it and say, oh, well, he has a song about this. Because 9 times out of 10, if all of the content that's his singles is ratchet, I don't give a fuck about his so-called balance neither. So when women say, oh, Meg Thee Stallion got a song called Whoopty Whoop, where she's saying to get your degree, sis, and all of that shit, that's cool. But at the end of the day, nigga, what's your favorite song? Is that your favorite song? Is that the song that's gonna be on the next fucking single? I strongly doubt it. The next single gonna be about, the same shit. Sucking dick, hot girl summer, and clapping your ass, and how good your pussy is. So get over it. At the end of the day, it was more of a preference than a knock. He wasn't saying fuck these bitches. He just said he don't listen to it because it's all stripper rap. If anything, take it as a challenge and make some music to the contrary.
But for what? They don't look. The average person that listens to turned up music, ratchet music, usually don't want to hear nothing about content.
True.
So there's no reason for Meg Thee Stallion to go make a whole album full of whatever she went to school for, because then she'll lose her listeners. They're not listening to her to hear her talk about her degree.
True. So it's a moot point.
Yeah, the degree was just maybe she went and got that degree to save herself so she could say, well,
I think just in case, put it this way. No, I'm not shitting on her degree at all. I feel like she got her degree because if rap don't work, I got a fucking degree. So I'm fully in support of her having a degree. I believe that, nigga, when the rapping shit slows down, you know, when she not getting all the shows and the blah blah blah, she like, nigga, I'll go back to nursing or fucking, I don't know,
administration.
Yeah, accounting or being a social worker or fucking, you know, whatever the fuck her degree is in, whatever her major is in, communications, like,
right.
You know, I go work at the local news station or something. I'll parlay my fame into something. Like, nigga, I'm fully with the degree shit, but don't try to argue against him saying it's all stripper rap if that's literally the truth. You can't argue the truth. You can't argue against the truth. Nigga, that's what it is. It's fucking stripper rap. So, and especially if the stripper rap is what you're here for.
Mm-hmm.
You literally support the stripper rap. You're a fan of the stripper rap.
Right.
So you can't say he's shitting on the stripper rap. Like, that would be like if your grandmother said, I don't like your music, son. It's too much profanity in it. And then you tell her, but grandma, listen to the lyrics. She like, but they cussing so much. And you like, but the lyrics. But the cussing. So what the fuck you're saying, you're arguing against something that's true. You ain't even acknowledging the fucking cussing. You trying to go all around the fucking profanity, even though her whole argument is the profanity. He say, I don't like him because they make stripper rap. And then they say, but what about Meg's bars? The bars are about stripping. But they're so clever, but they're about stripping. But what about Cardi B rapping about stripping? The City Girls rapping about stripping. They literally make the video where they twerking and clapping their ass. Like, I think the video is literally called Twerk. And the whole video is like 1,000 bitches twerking on boats, twerking on jet skis, twerking on the beach, twerking in the water, twerking on the building, twerking in church. They twerking all over the fucking place.
And the counter to that would be, from them would be, well, you niggas like it.
No, I don't. I like the twerking and I like the ass, but I don't like the song. All the twerking ain't happening when I'm streaming it into my headphones. Mm. Like, when I put it on Google Play, bitches don't run into my fucking bedroom and twerk. Like, no, nigga, I don't like that shit. Like, so, I don't fuck with the content. Like, don't shit on a nigga for his preference of music. That's just his preference. He don't like, you know, stripper rap. So, if y'all want to argue against the stripper rap, point him in the direction of a bitch who not making none. But so far, that's all the fuck that's out there. So, his point remains valid. But, you know,
very true.
You know, back to rappers and keeping that same fucking energy. A$AP Rocky is locked up in Sweden for a bullshit scuffle with some assholes who accused him of breaking the phone. You saw the video?
Yeah.
I'm fully with A$AP on that. A$AP to me was not in the wrong. I'm not, what would you call it? Like, I'm not condemning him for his actions. I feel like for him to defend himself, he was right. Personally, I probably would have let my security handle that. You know, I'm the breadwinner of the crew, so I'm not finna get my hands dirty, beat them niggas up. I'll be standing over here on the wall. But, you know, some niggas feel like for the sake of street cred, they gotta get cracking. A$AP seemed to just be doing what any real nigga do. You come at me funky, nigga, I gotta slam you on the ground and give you a 2-piece with a biscuit. Like, you know, it wasn't even like he did nothing too crazy.
Oh, see, I didn't see. So they got the video where they was actually fighting.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that video.
Yeah, in the video, he threw the nigga on the ground, gave that nigga a little 2-piece, bing, bing, you know, little biscuit, take that with you. And he backed up off him. Like, it wasn't like it was no crazy shit. Like, he didn't really do no damage. He just gave that nigga a little bing, bing, you know. Little elementary school, Just gave him what he came for, basically. Like, it wasn't nothing too wild.
Something catches his attention, back up off of
Exactly. Like, nigga, I'm not for the play. So, he and he left it at that. Security, did what they were supposed to do, and now ASAP Rocky is locked up. But the thing about ASAP is he's learning about injustice, whether it be racist or otherwise. He chose to dismiss the Ferguson protests, so he can fight his own battles. Keep that same motherfucking energy. Because when all that shit was going on in Ferguson, and he was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about what's going on in Ferguson. Nigga, I don't live in Ferguson. I live in Beverly Hills and Soho. I don't want to talk about what the fuck they got going on. Nigga, I'm not a political activist. I'm a rapper. I want to rap about lean, my friend that died, the women that come in and out of my life, me, my jiggy fashion that I wear. I'm not in these communities. I'm in these fashion houses. I'm in these studios. I'm in these bitches' drawers. Like, them was his words. So, when you need help to get you up out that cell,
right,
ask them bitches. Ask them designers. Ask the ASAP mob. Ask them niggas who you do give a fuck about. But nigga, don't call on Black Lives Matter, and nigga, you said you ain't signed up to be Al Sharpton, so don't call Al Sharpton.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, keep that same motherfucking energy.
Now, I had asked recently, like, because it was a similar situation with Young Thug, where they asked him back then about the Ferguson situation.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh,
it's above me.
I don't talk about that. I'm just out here getting money." Now, a lot of these niggas are very ignorant, and I think sometimes some of these niggas should shut the fuck up about it because they'll sound stupid as they are.
Yeah.
Now, this is why some niggas need the PR shit, public relations.
True.
They ask you something about that shit.
Plead the fifth.
That's an unfortunate situation.
Prayers to them.
That's all it takes.
Because that, pretty much, that was pretty much gonna be my point. My point is, when they asked you that question, nigga, you could have easily said, prayers going up to them. I don't know the facts. I don't have the details on the case. I pray for everybody involved, but that's not my lane. And he could have left it like that.
Or rest in peace, Mike Brown.
Exactly. Black Lives Matter, my nigga. That's fucked up. But I'm over here with mine. I can't speak to the situation because I'm not fully informed.
Right.
And that would have been a perfectly acceptable answer. Because I feel like it's cool to remain neutral when you don't have the information. Mm-hmm. But for you to say some shit basically on some like, nigga, fuck them type shit, alright. Yeah. When it's your turn, nigga, fuck you. Because I'm a compassionate person. I believe in compassion, but I also believe in reciprocity. You slap me, I slap you back. And, it's hard to watch a nigga get locked up behind them bars because nobody want to see a brother behind bars, but at the same time, you chose your side of the fence. If you choose the side of the enemy, you an enemy. I can't fuck with you if you on the side of the niggas who said fuck me and what I'm going through. I keep that same, okay, if it's fuck me, it's fuck you, even if we got the same skin color. And it's not right, but we seem to be the only group that chooses compassion over victory. And I think that's a lot of the reason that we fucked up as a group. Because we too busy playing fair while the competition is cheating. It's like...
a lot of people is more worried about... how can I say, winning individually. They don't care as a group.
Yeah.
So that shit it's a wrap. When it comes to, they have other groups that's willing to die behind this shit.
Exactly.
The only thing, well, I'm not gonna say the only thing. A lot of things that we die for,
bullshit.
Super bullshit.
And it's personal shit. It's only for us.
Exactly.
It's our own personal interest.
Exactly.
Me individually, not the group. I didn't die for the community. I died for my chain. Some dumb shit. But again, it's the black community, we be fucking up because, you hear a lot of niggas say, man, we just need to love each other. We just need to love everybody. We don't need to be racist toward the white man. We don't need to stoop down to their level. Nigga, if we're playing basketball and every time I shoot, you push me and I fall on my ass and they don't call a foul and you go shoot and score, next time I come down court, I'm going to push you on your ass. I'm not going to try to play fair and I know you're getting away with cheating. It's just like when you playing a video game with a nigga and he got the sliders up. Like, you're not going to keep on playing knowing damn well, okay, this nigga just hit 3 3-pointers in a row with Shaq from half court. You going to want to change the sliders to make the game fair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's where we fuck up a lot. Nigga, we like to try to play fair when everybody else cheating. Like, we want to be compassionate to ASAP because we like him. You know, motherfuckers enjoy his music and shit like that. Like, oh man, I don't want to see him in jail. But, nigga, he chose his side. Nigga, when do you see ASAP Rocky around niggas in general? I usually see him in Paris, Sweden, where he's locked up. You know, he's around these white bitches and these fashion designers and all these French motherfuckers. And, like, he don't give a fuck about y'all. Everybody screaming out free ASAP. Nigga, ASAP wasn't thinking about you niggas. ASAP don't scream Black Lives Matter. ASAP don't give a fuck about no black community. Nigga, like he said, nigga, I live in Soho and Beverly Hills. Why do we give a fuck what ASAP got going on? That's not our fucking fight. Now, if something happened to David Banner, nigga, we gonna storm the jail. Something happened to Killer Mike, yeah, nigga, we gotta ride.
I don't even think niggas would do that.
They not, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Nigga, even if niggas a tweet, free them. Shit. Something. But I'm just saying though, nigga. Like when it comes to a nigga like ASAP Rocky, nigga, I'm not even tweeting free him. Fuck him. Have fun, nigga. Don't drop the soap. You know, I understand they saying that there's inhumane conditions. Your celly is throwing dookie at you and all that shit. Like, get that nigga the same 2-piece you gave them niggas outside that got your ass in that jail cell. Like, nigga, that's not my fight. It's above me now. Like, nigga, once you chose your side of the fence, stay there. I look at consistency as a fucking virtue. I always believe in being who you are, no matter what the circumstance. So, if you want to be all lives matter, be all lives matter. If you want to be Black Lives Matter, be Black Lives Matter. But be that shit all the time. So when these motherfuckers come and ask you something about the community, like, you know, how do you feel about police brutality? Like we just said, nigga, the correct answer, and not even correct, because, nigga, whatever answer you gave, nigga, that's on you personally. You know, that's your own fucking personal decision, nigga. But for you to have answered that in a way that maybe would have got some compassion from a nigga like me, I don't have all the information. I don't have the facts. You know, I'm not really paying attention to the news. I'm too busy rapping. Like, you know, I'm too focused on what I'm doing as far as this hip hop shit. So, you know, prayers to everybody involved. You know, I hope justice prevails, and I hope that all the facts come out and the right decision is made and everybody, you know, gets out better than they were when they came in, and keep it pushing.
You ASAP Rocky, you get out of jail. Are you firing the bodyguard?
Hell yeah.
Outro.
Nigga, and it's a situation where, like I said, nigga, you the breadwinner in the fucking situation.
The breadwinner is supposed to always be safe.
Keep your fucking hands clean, my nigga. Like, nigga, if I'm his bodyguard, I'm literally throwing him out the way. ASAP, nigga, you worth way too much motherfucking money to be even pushing a nigga. Especially in Sweden. You pushing a white dude in Sweden? Who do you fucking think you are? Like, nigga, oh, you think you an honorary white boy now, huh? Nigga, please. You really thought, like, and that's the funny thing about these black celebrities a lot of times. They think that they have acquired so much money that they are honorary white. Like, they think that they bought some white privilege with that money. And every now and then these motherfuckers remind you that you a nigga. Like, no matter how much money you got, in they eyes, you a nigga. Like, it's a trip. Like, you know, these motherfuckers who be cooning and trying to jump on the side of the all lives matter dudes and you know, all niggas gotta do is take responsibility for their own shortcomings. The reason we fucked up is because we want to blame the white man and not blame ourselves. And, you know, you want to sit there in your glass castle on the top of the hill and look down on niggas because, honestly, the only difference between you and them is you were talented. You just happen to be 7 feet tall, or you just happen to be able to rap real good, or you just happen to have a hit song, or any shit like that. Like, at the end of the day, nigga, it's just you got a blessing that they didn't have. But that don't make you no fucking different, my nigga. Just because you got money, that shit don't make you no fucking different, my nigga. They might treat you a little better because you got something for them, and that's common fucking sense. Everybody's going to treat you better when you are in a position to do something for them. You are valuable to them. You make this money, you are considered a customer to me. So I'm going to treat you as a customer. I'm going to be nice to you because you have something for me, whether that be clout, money, status, or something like that. Like, okay, these white motherfuckers treating me nice. Yeah, nigga, because you're paying to be in their hotel. Yeah, nigga, because they work for tips and you tip well. Yeah, they're gonna treat you nice because you're their $1 million nigga. But that don't mean that these motherfuckers like you. Everybody who's polite to you don't like you. There's a lot of motherfuckers at your job that's polite to you, that's trying to get you fired right now. Like, hey, how you doing, Terrell? Hey, man, how's the kids? Oh, man, I see you got a new car. That's nice. And his ass was right there at HR like, yeah, Terrell seems like he's in a very bad mood. He was saying bad words to me, and he slammed the door on his way in. Like, these motherfuckers trying to get you fired, but in your face, nice as a motherfucker. Like, everybody that's nice to you don't like you, my nigga. And that's your friends included. That's a reason that I named this shit. Keep that same fucking energy, because consistency. A lot of motherfuckers in your life are one way in your face and another way behind your fucking back.
I hate that behind the back shit.
And you gotta find motherfuckers who the same behind your back as they are in your face. And it's not often found. It's a very valuable virtue to be consistent.
Yeah, it's very rare. It's a lot of people that'll be cool with you in front of your face and be talking hella shit behind your back.
Exactly. Like, nigga, most motherfuckers, like, it's sad to find out that most people who you fuck with got a different opinion of you when you're not around than they have when you're there.
Right.
Like, you know, I tell you all the time, like, you know, certain situations when we discussing people, like, I don't like to discuss niggas who I don't speak to.
Yep.
Because I can't justify saying some shit about a nigga that I wouldn't say to the nigga. Anything that you ever hear me say about a motherfucker, I'll say if they were standing right there. And this ain't me just saying, oh, I'm so gangster, I don't give a fuck what they got going on. I just ain't the type of nigga that's gonna say nothing that I think is gonna make you slap me no type of way, unless I feel like I wanna have that type of issue with you.
Right.
If I say something about you, I'll say it to you. If I say, oh yeah, nigga, that nigga suck at basketball, I'm not gonna, when you get around, be like, I ain't say that, man. I said you was good. I said, you know, you wasn't all that good. I didn't say you suck. No, nigga, whatever the fuck I said when you wasn't around, I'm gonna say in front of you.
Right.
I believe in fucking consistency. So, in theory, with other people, you shouldn't say nothing about a nigga that you wouldn't say if the motherfucker was around. Because, you know, spoiler alert, a lot of the times when you're talking about somebody to a person, they gonna turn right the fuck around and tell somebody else, who's gonna tell somebody else, who's gonna tell the nigga that you talking about.
Man, that's 100% true.
That shit happens all Z fucking time. So you sitting up here murder mouthing a nigga, and you thinking that you saying this shit in complete confidence with a nigga who's keeping your secret. And now, this motherfucker done told the homie that's the homie that's the homie to the nigga who you been talking about. Now he knows everything you've been saying verbatim. Motherfuckers be having screenshots and all types of receipts on how you was talking shit about him. Now you in a physical altercation your ass wasn't ready for. And that's the reason I believe in consistency. Like, nigga, whatever the fuck I said, you know, a lot of times my feet gonna be held to the fire for that shit. And a lot of that is self-awareness. Like, you have to be self-aware enough to know that if I can't whoop this nigga's ass, I shouldn't be saying nothing that's gonna put me in a physical altercation with this nigga. If you can't beat the nigga up that you talking shit about, maybe you should shut the fuck up. Maybe you should keep it to yourself. Because you'll never know. Like, you can choose what you say, but you can't choose how a nigga reacts. Right. You can say whatever the fuck you want to, but you can't make a nigga not slap the shit out you. Like, a nigga not gonna unslap you because, you know, oh, well, I didn't mean it like that when I said it. Fuck all that. So whatever the fuck you say, motherfucker, you gonna have to be accountable for what you say. A lot of consistency is wrapped up in accountability. Because you have to be accountable for what the fuck you say, what you do. When you the type of motherfucker who puts forth a certain image, like with ASAP, nigga, you put forth the image of I'm the fly, jiggy, fashion guy. Mm-hmm. Be that. Be that behind them bars, nigga. Dress up them county blues or whatever the fuck your ass out there wearing in Sweden.
Shit, people matter.
Well, nigga, you better style it, nigga.
That nigga literally the shit right now.
Yeah, nigga, you better make a Gucci G out of that dookie on your chest. Like, nigga, it is what it is, my nigga. But we not finna fight for you, and you done openly spit in our face. Consistency. Keeping that same fucking energy. Nigga, keep that same energy you had when you said, fuck Ferguson, fuck ASAP. And we just gonna leave it like that. No hard feelings. We hope the best. We hope nothing happens to you. You'll be out eventually. You know, good luck with that. But, nigga, don't come asking for our help when you literally told us you don't give a fuck what we got going on. And you show us on the regular. You in these fashion houses, nigga. You in Soho. You in Beverly Hills. We ain't there. So, let them motherfuckers come ride for you. But we'll be over here. But, you know, off of ASAP, when it comes to keeping that same energy and staying consistent, keep your word. You shouldn't make promises that you can't keep in anything when it comes to just life in general. Like, when it comes to work, when it comes to relationships, anything that you say you're gonna do that shit. Especially when it comes to being a parent or just being a friend in general. If I say I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna pull up. Never be afraid to tell a motherfucker no. Like, you know, you got these friends that you like, hey man, we finna go somewhere Friday night, you rolling? And they like, oh hell yeah. Then Friday night come and they like, oh, you know what? I forgot I had such and such going on. Oh, you know what? Oh man, like, you know, the motherfucking homeboys who always flaking like a motherfucker. And everybody tells you, everybody hates the flake, friend. Don't nobody like a flaking motherfucker, man. But niggas will keep on fucking flaking and nobody likes that person. And the reason they don't like that person is because that person's not consistent. That person doesn't keep that same energy. You could have just as easily said, man, I got some shit going on Friday night, man. I ain't even gonna be able to make it to that shit. And it'd have been no hard feelings. So when Friday night came around and everybody was getting dressed, they wouldn't be calling your stupid ass. They'd be like, oh no, man, that nigga, you know, his ass got Bible study or shit. I literally tell niggas like, man, I'll be at home playing fucking Xbox, nigga. I don't even feel like going to that shit. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, keep it fucking consistent, man. Niggas respect consistency. You'll be a lot more respected by niggas for being who you honestly are than being the type of motherfucker that makes promises and breaks them. Like, you know, as a parent, this is paramount. When you make promises to your kids, like, you know, I had issues with my dad about this shit growing up. Like, he would always tell me he was gonna come pick me up, or he was gonna do something for me, or he was gonna buy me something, or he was gonna do something. And then when the time came, it's like, oh, this happened, you know, my bad, little man. I can't do it cause such and such. And I'm like, damn, my nigga, that's fucked up. Like, you know, and as a kid, that shit fucks up your relationship with your parent. Like, that's That's all fucking bad, nigga. You can't be making promises to nobody and breaking them. Like a motherfucker who consistently breaks promises, a motherfucker who not consistently who they say they are in all positions, it's not respected. Nobody respects a motherfucker who's not who they are at all times. That's the reason the 100 emoji is so fucking popular. Niggas got the 100 emoji and they fucking often use emojis all fucking day. Niggas love that 100 emoji. But it's rare that niggas really keep it 100. You know, most niggas keep it about maybe 65. A lot of motherfuckers say they keeping it 100 and all, nigga, I keep it real and all this shit. Motherfuckers don't be doing that. Niggas keep it realistic, but niggas don't keep it real. Like a lot of motherfuckers are scared to say no. A lot of motherfuckers are scared to break a promise. A lot of motherfuckers are scared to say they scared. Like it's a lot of motherfuckers out here playing gangster because they don't want niggas to think they a bitch. And at the end of the day, they don't want no smoke. They don't want no conflict. Them niggas don't want to hurt nobody. Them niggas don't want to do nothing. But they join the gang because they don't want niggas to think they a bitch. And in real life, man, these niggas ain't with none of that type of shit. Them niggas don't want to do none of that shit that's required in the gang banging lifestyle. But they a part of the gang because they feel like, well, shit, if I don't join up, these niggas gonna think I'm a bitch. And I can't have these niggas thinking I'm a bitch. Nigga, a lot of the hardest niggas that I know is the niggas who was man enough to be like, man, I ain't fucking with that shit, my nigga. That ain't how I get down, my nigga. I ain't trying to fuck with that shit. And the gang members respect these niggas. Gang members respect niggas who they secure enough in themselves to say, that ain't my lane, homie. Y'all niggas, y'all do that, you know, that's y'all thing, but that ain't my fucking thing. Niggas respect squares, my nigga. Like, you don't gotta be a gang member to be respected, even when you live in a gang neighborhood. Nigga, you could be square as fuck. Nigga, it's literally square niggas right now that hang out with a bunch of gang members. And they got the same amount of respect as the gang members have because they had the self-awareness to say, that's not my lane. If something happens to me, I'm gonna defend myself. But I'm not finna go sliding for a nigga who I just met 2 weeks ago because he got shot in the leg. Like, you gotta be fucking consistent with everything. And if you put yourself in a situation where you become a gang member or a street nigga or something like that, you gotta be consistent with that shit, nigga. If you say you a shooter, nigga, when it comes time to shoot, nigga, you gotta shoot. And when it comes time to deal with the consequences of what you just got done doing, nigga, if you shoot a nigga and you end up in that little ass room with them motherfucking people and they asking you, nigga, who pulled the trigger, if you know it was you, nigga, you either shut the fuck up or you say it was you, nigga. Don't snitch on nobody. Mm-hmm. You gotta be motherfucking consistent, nigga. You gotta keep that same energy, nigga. If you a gangster, nigga, you gotta be a gangster 100% of the time, nigga. You can't be a 75% gangster. You can't be a 65% gangster. You can't be a 92% gangster, nigga. You can't be a 99.9% gangster. Nigga, you gotta be 100%. Or you 0%. And that's it. It ain't no motherfucking, oh, well, I did this, this, and this, but I snitched. But I did shoot 2 niggas. Fuck all that. Once you do some sucker shit, you a fucking sucker. I don't give a fuck if you shot 100 fucking people. Once you snitch, you a bitch. If you done killed a bunch of niggas, beat up a bunch of niggas, did a bunch of real shit, once you snitch on a nigga, you a dangerous bitch. You a poisonous bitch. You fucking rat poison. But you ain't no motherfucking gangster, nigga. Because when it come to gangster, it's 100 or it's 0. No in between. So when you get into a lifestyle like that, nigga, when you get into any motherfucking lifestyle, consistency is motherfucking key. It's 100 or it's 0. All these, nigga, I do this and I do that, but ain't no buts. Ain't no buts in consistency, nigga. You always keep that same motherfucking energy. That's what this whole motherfucking episode is about, nigga. You keep that same motherfucking energy and no matter what the fuck you do. Like, you know, niggas be having the game all motherfucking wrong. Just like with ASAP situation. Like, nigga, you go wrong when you break your consistency. When you put forth one image and you go back on it, that's where you fucked up at. Nigga, if you want it to be Mr. Fashion House, nigga, that's cool, nigga. But don't try to be against us and think that we gonna turn around and try to defend your motherfucking ass. Because we'd have defended you as Mr. Fashion if you'd have just said, I'm in the fashion. And that ain't none of my business. But nigga, once you chose your stance, nigga, you gotta stand on that shit. It's just like if you a motherfucking gang member, nigga. If you choose to be a blood, be a blood. If your mama move you into a Crip neighborhood, guess what, nigga? You gotta still be a blood. You can't do that transformer shit because don't nobody respect that neighbor. Nigga, even when it comes to snitches, nigga, nobody respects a snitch. Even the police don't respect you. That's why they call you a fucking snitch. This is our snitch. Nigga, the fucking police calling you a bitch. And they the ones fucking asking you to tell. And a lot of times, news flash, nigga, you still gonna go to jail. That green jumpsuit ain't even gonna protect your motherfucking ass. Because you broke your motherfucking consistency, nigga. Once you put yourself in that street life, nigga, you gotta be 100 with that shit. Because when it come to you being a square, talking to the police as a square, nigga, you just a fucking taxpayer talking to the motherfucking police. Like, nigga, them motherfuckers broke in my house, nigga. I gotta get my shit back, nigga. I'm calling fucking police. Fuck the bullshit, nigga. I ain't no street nigga, so I ain't finna go get the 45 and ride with the homies, cause motherfucker, I work at Kinko's, nigga. Like, that ain't even my motherfucking lane, nigga. I ain't never signed up to be no gangbanger, nigga, so I ain't gotta live by the street code, cause I ain't no street nigga. But if you choose to be a street nigga, shit, nigga, you better do street nigga shit. If you choose to be all lives matter, nigga, you gonna be on some all lives matter shit when we tell you to hold your own nuts. You know. And when it comes to, you know, consistency, nigga, always be dependable. You know, like the friend that if I ask you to do something, or if I ask you to be somewhere, nigga, just be there. You know, it's simple when it comes to consistency, like in a friendship dynamic. Like when it comes to, you know, if I'm like, hey, you know, like if you call me, hey, could you bring me some, you know, bring me 2 hamburgers and a soda, and I say, all right, for sure. Just bring the fucking hamburgers and a soda. Don't say for sure, and you ain't got no money in your pocket. So now when you pull up and he like, damn, nigga, where's the soda and the burger and shit? And you like, I ain't even had no money. Be my bad. Nigga, you could have easily just said, I ain't got it.
And you was expecting that shit like a motherfucker.
Exactly, nigga. I had my mouth all ready for that shit, nigga. I got napkins, nigga. I got my knife and my fork, nigga. I'm stomach all ready, nigga. If I'd have knew you ain't had the shit, nigga, I'd just went and got my own burger before you fucking got here. Nigga, I probably would have brought you one. Mm-hmm. If I knew you ain't had a paper, nigga. Like, you know, motherfuckers love to, like, put forth this motherfucking image that they got something that they don't got, that they doing something that they not gonna do. Like, that shit is fucking annoying. I think everybody hates an inconsistent motherfucker. Like, everybody hates the flaky friend. Everybody hates the person who says they can do something but cannot. Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, trust me, there's times where I literally put myself in bad positions because I'm so big on keeping my word. Like, there's places I knew and I didn't want to fucking go. And not even that I knew I didn't want to go, but like, let's just say hypothetically. Like, the homie's like, hey, nigga, let's go to this party on Friday night. And I don't know whose party it is. So, when they telling me what party on Friday evening, I'm like, I did not want to go to this goddamn shit. But I already told these niggas I'm going, so let me just go. Like, nigga, I should have stayed my ass at home. A lot of times when I get that feeling, once I get there, I'm like, yeah, I should have stayed my ass at home.
Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes you gotta go with your first mind. I just seen on the news last weekend, or whatever the weekend was after the 4th. A dude, he was out, right? He was out and he was on Snap. Like, man, I ain't even want to come out tonight. And a little bit later, nigga, that nigga got killed at the shindig he went to.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing,
you
like,
gotta be 100. If you don't want to go, nigga, don't go.
Nigga, you should have said no from the jump, nigga. Like, that's the thing, you know, because even with situations like that, like, let's just say, in that same theoretical standpoint, like, if I didn't know about the party and then you tell me that night, yeah, it's over there in Luda's Park. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, nah, dog, I ain't gonna be able to go, my bad. Yeah. Say it then. Don't flake. Like, nigga, now that I was presented with this new information, nah. Cause that's my thing about consistency when it comes to staying 100 about shit. Like, nigga, tell me what it is when it becomes something different. Like, okay, I was presented with new information, so I have to change my stance. So, like with ASAP Rocky, if that whole fuck Ferguson thing happened, right, and then he saw a video or somebody in his camp told him, hey, nah, nigga, that shit that happened to homeboy was fucked up. And he turned around like, man, I was presented with new information, man. That shit I said, my bad. That was some bullshit, nigga. I ain't even see that video. Now that I saw it, that's fucked up. Nigga, you know, Black Lives Matter. We'd have been riding with you. Because nobody's gonna fault you for making an informed decision based on actually knowing some shit. Right. If you were uninformed and you play the neutral, but when you presented with the correct information and you switch, you can switch based on correct information and still be considered to be consistent. Because I tell niggas that shit all the time, nigga. Like, I don't believe what I believed at a younger age because when I'm presented with new information, I change based on correct information. Like, you know, I'm not going to stay wrong for the sake of staying consistent. If I know that I'm wrong, I'm not going to die with the lie. I'm not going to die with being wrong. Right. I'd rather be on the side of correct. So, like, I was a Republican for years. I'm still registered as a Republican today. I still believe in conservative values politically. Like, I believe in the Second Amendment. I believe in small government. I believe in financial responsibility. I believe in, you know, like all that shit. But at the same time, I don't fuck with Trump. I don't fuck with a lot of I don't fuck with a lot of the people in the Republican Party. I don't fuck with a lot of the people that represent the Republican Party. So I'm not finna carry the water of the party just to stay consistent. Like, oh, I'm a Republican. So no matter what these niggas believe, I'm riding. Fuck no. I'm on the side of right. Mm-hmm. So whatever the fuck is correct, I'm with that. But that bullshit, I'm not with that. I'm with the party, and not even the party, but I'm with the values, not the party. I'm with conservatism, not being a fucking Republican. Republicans are conservative. I believe in conservatism, but just riding for the party, even when they on some bullshit, I don't fuck with that. I'm not finna sit up here and just listen to Fox News and say, well, Fox News said it, that's what I'm believing. Fuck no, my nigga. I believe what I believe. If they agree with what I believe, cool. If they don't, fuck that. Like I tell niggas, you don't have to agree with shit 100%. You agree with what you agree with. You be you, consistent. Being 100 mean being 100% true to who you are. Like, just cause I'm a fan of a rapper or I'm a part of an organization, I don't have to agree with 100% of what the organization agrees with. I could disagree with the fucking organization. I could say, yes, I'm a part of the organization, but I don't agree with that.
Very true.
You know, the views expressed amongst this organization are of the organization, but me personally, I'm over here with mine.
They don't speak for everybody.
Exactly. They don't speak for me. I'm a member, but I don't fuck with that part. Mm-hmm. That right there, that's not me. And that's consistency, nigga. You always be yourself 24 motherfucking 7. You know, like I believe in always being who I am, no matter what I am. Right or wrong, correct or incorrect. Always trying to strive to be correct, but if I'm incorrect, I'm going to be incorrect as myself. I'm going to succeed as myself. I'm going to fail as myself. I'm not going to be another nigga to succeed. You know, tying into the Meg Thee Stallion shit. If you got a degree, be 100% about that shit. If you going to be a prostitute rapper, be 100 about that shit. Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, if you gonna be a hoe, be a hoe. And, you know, you don't have to be 100% hoe. You can be balanced, but keep that same motherfucking energy. Like, when you rapping, let them know, I got a degree, but I'm a hoe too. You can be a hoe with a degree, and that's cool. But if a nigga tell you, nigga, I don't like hoe shit, it is what it is. Cause you consistent in who you are, nigga. Cause like I tell motherfuckers all the time, like there's females who say they don't like light skinned niggas. I don't get upset. I'm light skinned. I can't stop being light skinned, and I can't stop you from not liking light skinned niggas. That's your fucking preference. Everybody wasn't meant to like me. That's a lot of motherfuckers' problem. Like, they too concerned with what another motherfucker like because they don't like them. Like, if I say, I don't like niggas from East LA or the east side of South Central. Mm-hmm. Like, at the end of the day, that's not up to you what I like. Like, it's, like, I just look at shit as a personal preference. When females say they don't like light-skinned niggas, okay. I know 1,000 women who do. I know 1,000 women who don't like light-skinned niggas who still like me. So it is what the fuck it is. And I'm consistent in who I am. And like I tell niggas, if you was really comfortable with who you are, that wouldn't affect you. If you are comfortable with who you are, you don't give a fuck whether or not somebody like you. That shit don't fucking concern you. Your main concern is the motherfuckers who like you and the fact that you like you. Like, I like me enough for every motherfucking body. So even if don't nobody like me, nigga, long as I like me, I'm straight. Now I got a wife and kids. So now, as long as my wife and kids like me, I'm straight. Because if my wife and kids don't like me, yeah, I'm going to be fucked up. I ain't going to front. That'll fuck with me. But
most definitely. Who wouldn't?
Exactly, nigga. But like the rest of the world, I'm not fucking concerned, nigga. Now I got a podcast, so I hope my listeners like me. Shit, fuck with the show, nigga. Come get this goddamn content, nigga. Come get some game. But at the end of the day, nigga, no matter who you are, you like you. Be consistent in who you are, nigga. Keep the same energy in all aspects of life, because at the end of the day, one of the most respected virtues of a human's personality is consistency. Everybody loves a motherfucker who's consistent. Everybody fucks with a person who they can depend on. A lot of people enjoy people, me personally, what I consider it as I like people who are predictable. I like people who I know if I say, I'll see you on Friday, I'm gonna see you on Friday.
Right.
I'm like a nigga who, if I say blah, 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 and you say I don't fuck with that, I know that's honestly how you feel. I like a motherfucker that says, and I fuck with you. And they still say that when I'm not around. Or if they say that they don't like something that I do, they'll tell me that instead of telling another nigga that shit. Like, I think the Too Much Game podcast is honestly garbage. It's boring as fuck. I don't like that nigga's voice. He full of shit. Half of what he be talking about is bullshit, fuckery. Too Much Game is trash. I'd rather you tell me that. Mm-hmm. You might not have to say it like in them fucked up ways. You can honestly just say, it's not for me. It's a little slow. Right. But be 100 enough to tell me what the fuck it is, my nigga. Like, let me know. Because me personally, the type of nigga that I am, I'll let you know. Like, yeah, I think that last episode was a little slow. Or, I think such and such ain't really as funny as everybody says he is. And like Kevin Hart, like, motherfuckers think he's funny. Some other people think that he's not funny. If I was to meet Kevin Hart and he was to ask me, you think I'm funny? Not exactly. But not on no hard feelings type of way. Just, that's not really my lane. Like I tell niggas who rap, like, how'd you like the song? This my new little track. It's not really for me. Like my friends who rap, like, they know. That's the reason they always ask me my fucking opinion. Because I'm quick to tell them, like, I ain't really like that last song. Like, number 1 and number 2 was dope. But number 3, your delivery was a little off. I ain't really fuck with that song. I didn't like the beat.
If they don't get that, how they gonna get better?
Exactly, and that's what I tell niggas. Like, nigga, like I said, consistency is respected. Like, niggas respect my opinion because they know it's genuine. Because even when I dislike something, I don't shit on it. Like, especially when it's my friend. Like, people learn to give criticism without shitting on shit. You don't gotta be an asshole to disagree with some shit. Like, it's easy for you to just say, I wasn't really fucking with that. And you ain't gotta say that shit was garbage. You just say, I wasn't really fucking with that. That shit wasn't for me. But you know, just always be consistent on it. Like, you know, the practical wisdom, dude. Like, consistency is a valuable personality trait that'll help you in all aspects of life. Know who you are and always be who you are and who you say you are. Keep your word, because in a lot of situations, instances, your word is all the fuck you got. Your word is who you're judged by. Your word is, you know, how people look at you. The level of respect that you got a lot of times in people's eyes is based on your word and how often you keep it. Be a dependable person, because that's always going to make you valuable in any relationship or circumstance, whether that be work, friendship, relationships, parenting, or anything. Always be dependable. Never say something in private you wouldn't say, that you wouldn't want blasted publicly, because trust me, a lot of the shit that you say in private ends up in public. A lot of the shit you say about a motherfucker is going to end up in their ears any motherfucking way. So never say something about a person that you wouldn't say to the fucking person. And remember that whatever image you portray or display, you're going to have to keep that same motherfucking energy when shit get real. So always be who you are, homie. And I'm going to drop the microphone on that shit. This is your host, Yung Dolemite, of the Too Much Game podcast. Sitting here with the super producer, been ready, hitting all the buttons.
All the goddamn buttons.
Man, if you want to support us financially, it's patreon.com/townhouse media. Town, TOWNE, House Media. And check for all the Townhouse Media podcasts. Seriously, Not Another Podcast, Friday nights, 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. No Rules, Wednesday nights.
5-ish.
Around 5 p.m. Pacific time. No motherfucking rules. Them niggas be getting down. Cat versus Dog. 3-ish on motherfucking Sundays. And Too Much Game. Live at 5-ish.
5-ish.
On motherfucking Sundays. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too Much Game.